Yeah, that's the question. That's the $1 million question. Who sold this out? You know what I'm saying? So we see a lot of garbage going on right here on Long Island. I mean, right in New Jersey, and you know what I'm saying, probably even over here too. You know what I'm saying? We see Mayor Adams, Rep Nadel speaks out ahead of the hearing on DA Braggs. You know what I'm saying? Dropping a bomb on his ass. You know what I'm saying? Explosion group of racial violence and extremists is endangering Black Americans. You know what I'm saying? As we see, well, like I said, Black Americans is the ones that doing that made it this way. Why is it always in the direction of the Black people? And the Black people are the creators of this world that must be respected in all shape or form. Because once you lose even that grip, like we see with Russia, you're gonna be in trouble, and that's a fact. You know what I'm saying? And Explosion Growth and so forth. We see this one is coming in by Brandon uh, Tensley 6 hours ago. 6 o'clock a.m. I'm sorry, Eastern Standard Time on April 17, 2023. You know what I'm saying? That it came out at six o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time. You know what I'm saying? Where we see a newly report from the National Urban League raises the alarm about threats of U.S. democracy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We see protesters in stand in the House gallery, you know what I'm saying, as legislators started the morning session at the Tennessee. This is in Tennessee. This is the same bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Don't let me fool. I'm not being fooled by no protester protesting anything in Tennessee based on any kind of gun law. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, Tennessee crooked demon Democrats just pulled out the black card. You know what I'm saying? That's what probably happened. You know what I'm saying? You're trying to make it where it's the point of Tennessee being kicking them out for being disruptive and carrying on like little children, you know what I'm saying, and then small little children, if I don't get my way, I'm gonna not let you talk. You know what I'm saying? Because this is my dolly house that I will. You know what I'm saying? I'm not following that bullshit. And the people in Tennessee need to hold on to their weapons in case they have to defend themselves, especially from foreign enemies. You know what I'm saying? Don't be fooled by the creep Joe Biden administration and talking about this gun shit and then chomping it up to fit the narrative, but at the value at the cost of people's lives. Nobody is trying to hear that trickery garbage, and it needs to be quelled. And we need to get these demon Democrats out of our government because they continue to do bullshit. You know what I'm saying? As we see. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. Outrage. It's really outrageous. But we see outrageous and unacceptable creep Biden slams GOP for standing with NRA. You know what I'm saying? In the wake of the Alabama Kentucky shooting in the situation. You know what I'm saying? As we see. You know what I'm saying? As we see. You know what I mean? So we wanted to see what he talking about because he said he outrageous. This is coming in by Lauren. You know what I'm saying? I think her name is Stars out one day ago coming off the Hill. You know what I'm saying? The Hill News. You know what I'm saying? Talking about Louisville. You know what I'm saying? In more ways than one. But we see creep Joe Biden blasts a Republican on Sunday, standing with the National Rifle Association in the wake of the two more two more shootings in Alabama and Kentucky. You know what I'm saying? Why Alabama and Kentucky is the question I'm asking. You know what I'm saying? And we notice it's in Alabama and Kentucky. See, so it's moving around like as if it's planned out in more ways than one. You could sit there putting people in jail for saying that it's this and it's that and trying to shut them up with the social media, but the proof is in the pudding based on the investigation and the occurrence of everything. This morning on national, you know what I'm saying, is this morning, our nation, notice what he says. He's throwing everybody in it. as if he speaks for us. This is what the demon Democrats, our nation, our who, one nation, black people were slaves in this mother. I'm talking about, I'm saying, racism against us and all this and that bullshit that going on over there in Tennessee. You know what I'm saying? And also here in New York and many other places on Long Island as well. You know what I'm saying? So don't give me that bullshit. Talking about our who. You know what I'm saying? When have you ever protect our nation as a demon Democrat other than corrupted, fuck it up along with the crooked ass Republicans and do bullshit? You know what I'm saying? Talking about our nation is once again grieving. Yeah, grieving from what? The garbage that you did. At least 4 Americans tragedy killed in listen to teen's birthday party in Dadeville or whatever, Deedville or whatever, Alabama, as well as 2 others killed last night in a crowded public park in Louisville. You know what I'm saying? In a crowded park. Creepy Joe Biden said in the statement Sunday, Jill and I, imagine that, praying. We don't pray. That sounds like you're praying on a person as if like you're praying on an animal or a lion praying on a gazelle. Nobody here with that praying Luciferian move with you either. We're keeping it real on the battlefield, and from what we see in the investigation, this does not look right, and it continues to carry on. And then you have talk on it, and then you up in there screaming and shouting and carrying on as if you're trying to make it so compassionate and throw out the black card in its wake of the compassion. See, nobody with that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Why you have Chinese balloons, spy balloons, and spy Chinese over there in New Jersey or wherever you talking about, Dakota or wherever, you know what I'm saying, doing the bullshit, you sitting up there talking some fuckery. Nobody with that bull crap at all. And that even goes for other races of people who are here as well. We see the scheme within the three of you game on which you have affected Africa in so many ways with your garbage, all three of you men. And we are in a fourth as well because they're still the same as the other. You know what I'm saying? But we know for well the bullshit that you have done. So all this you're talking about all this violence, but you're not telling us, you're not showing us any investigation other than a bullshit investigation about something he might have wrote on the internet. You know what I'm saying? But we know well it's too systematic for it to be, you know what I'm saying, a somewhat occurrence. You know what I'm saying? Moving on from that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We see here another one coming in, you know what I'm saying, on the other tip, you know what I'm saying? You see another one coming in as you're listening on your little microphone going. I hope y'all can hear me outside the front of the building too, because I don't give a flying crap what you hear me say. And if I'm that important for you to be on here trying to hear my shit all across the parking lot, good for you. Because you ain't moving me. But we see the greasing, the greasing overload. Is there a limit to how many greasings you can get? You know what I'm saying? And there should be a limit to how many you get. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But we ain't gonna be, because if you're not smart enough by now, then you're on your own. But Trump allies take fights to brag backyard with a hearing in New York City crimes. You know what I'm saying? We see Bill de Blasio victory in New York versus Florida debate is a spark warning for conservatives. You know what I'm saying? In more ways than one, is a spark concern that he's an idiot and people are stupid enough to be falling for his bull. You know what I'm saying? But he don't fool me. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna leave it there with that bull. You know what I'm saying? Here's the biggest war, the biggest news you miss. You know what I'm saying? In more ways than one, I ain't missing nothing. At the same time, we see migrants to Florida by New Yorkers is slowing and so forth, as we see, you know what I mean? And we see the nonsense that's going on. We see Kathy Hoxel. We see already demon Democrats. Hoxel reached a deal on bail reform report. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, bill reform. You look like more like Bill. She's a nut to be reformed. You know what I'm saying? When we see there's the bill reform report, you know what I'm saying? This coming by Zach Williams 8 hours ago, Eastern Standard Time, coming off the post. Mr. Zach doing his job. We see Albany state lawmakers are reportedly set to give judge more discretion over bill as part of a bitter for a bitter. There shouldn't have been no fight. You don't. There's no bail reform. If a person commit a crime, he is busted for the crime. Then he must stand and pay for his crimes. There is no other way. So the bail reform was to do what? Let hardened criminals think that it's okay to murder someone, go in front of Alan, not kiss ass brags and all this deep in court shit, and they just give him a tap on the shoulder and say, "Don't do it again." You know what I'm saying? Talking about discretion and bitterly fought, compromise with Kathy, not case ass demon democratical behind. But we see the demon democratic supermajority in the state Senate and Assembly have agreed to eliminate the controversial bail reform measure that currently requires judges to impose at least impose impose the least uh, 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 restrictive standards to ensure people perform the least. After he done blew somebody brains across the sidewalk and help him collect his thoughts. Uh-huh. This was all an elaborate plan by the Demon Democrats in order to push an agenda that should not have even happened. But you see, when you mix the witch's pot, there's a lot of stuff that goes in to the brew. Mm-hmm. So you need to start to pay attention. But we see hecklers derail House Judiciary hearing by shouting at the demon Democratic Congressman, you know what I'm saying, Adam Schiff. You're a scumbag, and that he is, and that he is. You know what I'm saying? This is coming in by Connor uh, Samoy. You know what I'm saying? 10 hours ago, Eastern Standard Time. Coming off the radar online, you know what I'm saying, with a law in the corner. But we see hecklers temporarily derail the House Judiciary Committee hearing this week by shouting at Demon Democratic Congressman Adam Sneak Ass Schiff. You know what I'm saying? As he attempts to give his open remarks. You know what I'm saying? We see RadarOnline.com has learned. You know what I'm saying?